Yes.
So they're going to take a picture by that or what? They're going to take a picture? Perfect. Don't pop, tell them not to pop the balloons. Good.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the First Bank and Trust Arena. Tonight, we're excited to recognize our senior players, managers, and their parents. These players have represented New Prague hockey since they were young and have made a huge impact on our youth and high school programs. First, we'll introduce our four managers. Mitchell Chadwick. Mitchell is the son of Andy and Kelly Chadwick and has been a manager for 2 years. Mitchell's advice to younger parent players is don't quit hockey. His least favorite job as a manager is filling water bottles. After high school, Mitchell plans to attend MSU Mankato. Thank you, Mitchell, for all your hard work. Next, we have Sully Mock. Sully is the son of Tom and Christy Mock. This is Sully's second year as a manager. His favorite hockey memory is scoring a shootout goal at Breezy Point that won the game. Sully said his least favorite job as a manager is filming. He plans to attend Iowa State University next fall. We appreciate all you do, Sully, especially the filming. Our next manager is Carter Schmoll. I believe Carter will not be walking on the ice today, but Carter is the son of Joe and Becky Schmoll. This is Carter's first year as a manager and has enjoyed every minute of it. Carter plans to attend Bethany Lutheran College to play baseball. Thanks, Carter, and best of luck to you. And our last manager is Carter Tookie. He is the son of Andy and Megan Tookie. Carter has been a manager for 4 years. He loves everything about being a manager, but wishes he was able to play with the boys. After high school, Carter plans to work for the city of New Prague. Thank you for all your years of hard work and dedication to the team. Now we will introduce our four senior players. Number 18, Captain Cade Gorwich. Cade is the son of Nate and Amy Gorwich. Cade's pregame ritual is taking the stick during the first period of the JV game. His favorite hockey memory is winning the District 6 and going to Regions his first year of bands. When asked who influenced him the most in his life, he said, "My parents." Cade's advice to younger players is to enjoy the moments with all your friends because it won't last forever. His favorite hype song is Mimosa 2000. After high school, Cade plans to attend Southwest Minnesota State University for Business with a minor in project management. He will also be playing football. Thank you for your leadership in this program. We wish you the best of luck. Number 20, Captain Jackson Whitus. Jackson is the son of Kevin and Marissa Whitus. Jackson's pregame ritual is playing Super Bowl. His favorite hockey memory is scoring his first varsity goal. His parents have influenced him the most in his life. The advice he would give younger players is to get in the weight room and put in the hard work because it pays off. Jackson's favorite hype song is Sweetness. He plans to go to college after high school. We will miss Jackson's high energy and leadership. Thanks for everything, Jax. Number 26, Chase Coutier. His favorite hockey memory is the Duluth hockey tournaments. When he was asked what advice he had for younger players, he said, "Work hard, it will pay off." Chase's hype song is Guaranteed by Lil Baby. Thanks for all your hard work and commitment to this team. Good luck, Chase. Our last player is number 36, Grayson Rude. Grayson is the son of Brian and Sherry Rude. His pregame ritual is listening to music and watching TV. Grayson said his parents have influenced him the most in his life. The advice he has for younger players is, have fun, it goes fast. Grayson said his favorite hockey memory is the Duluth tournament. Neon Eyes by Morgan Wallen is Grayson's favorite hype song. Grayson plans to pursue a career in music after high school. Thanks for your dedication and hard work. Always remember New Prague when you make it big in Nashville. This is your children hockey class of 2026. It has been an honor to have them and their families as a part of this program. We appreciate them all very much. We will miss them and wish them all the best.
And good evening and welcome to First Bank and Trust Arena in New Prague. The Zamboni on the ice allowed you to take part in the senior night ceremony here in New Prague just before the game. So a puck drop's going to be a little bit later tonight. We're anticipating about a 7:30 puck drop here as we were able to recognize the seniors. Here 8 in the program, 4 that skate, and we were able to bring that to you sitting at home. Hope you enjoyed that. We're excited here tonight as New Prague looking to get back in the winning ways. Took a defeat in their last contest. They fell down in Dodge County on Tuesday after a victory against Hutchinson on Monday. So tonight, third game in 4 days, home game against Waconia. Waconia, good club, comes into the game with a 6-4-2 record. New Prague 7-4-2, evenly matched teams. They played some close games over the years. There is a little hockey hatred between the clubs. There is a little rivalry here. I heard the JV game was very spirited as well. A game that Waconia did end up winning. So I think we're going to have a good hockey tonight. I think New Prague. I think they started the year playing real well. I don't know if they've played their best hockey the last 4 or 5 games, and I do think sometimes you just need that one, that kick in the pants type game, and this could be that one today. So I'm excited for this one. Again, New Prague over 500, Waconia over 500. Should be a good game from First Bank and Trust Arena here in New Prague. I was able to, just a few minutes ago, talk with assistant coach Colton Borwidge and got his thoughts not only on tonight's game against Waconia, but also senior night and what those guys mean to the program. So on the AAI Garage Door coaches interview, here is Colton Borwidge. And good evening, Wade Olson here. I'm joined by assistant coach Colton Borwidge. Coach, Waconia tonight, a team that New Prague's played some close games with the last couple of years, a team that there's a little hockey hatred with too as well. It should be a fun night here at the rink.
Yeah, every time we play Waconia, it's always one that the kids get up for and the coaches get up for. A lot of times, I feel like in the past we've been playing a lot in Waconia for whatever reason. Those are the games I seem to remember, and we've struggled in those games. So, yeah, looking to have a good competitive game tonight for sure. So.
Special night today, senior night. 4 guys skating, and one of them your brother, Cade. But just talk about all 4 guys as a group. Talk about what the senior class means, not just on the ice, but in the locker room into the program.
Yeah. So yep, Cade's my nephew. He's been here since 9th grade, so it seems like he's been around for a long time. Yeah, he brings everything he does. He plays football, baseball, hockey. He's like all into whatever sport he's in, which is great because I think that's getting less and less common these days. But yeah, he brings competitiveness, aggression, and he's very versatile. Like he started as a forward in 9th grade. There was a need for defensemen, I think, in his 10th grade year, and he willingly, to help the team, decided to try defense, and he's been there ever since. So I think that was a great move for him, and kind of just speaks to whatever we need from him, he will do. So, yeah. And then the other guys, Grayson Rue, he probably asks the most questions, I would say, on the team, which is great because it shows you care. You'd rather have it that way than the other way, but you also just want him to go play, so not worry about that kind of stuff. So, yeah, he's got a motor. He's very consistent. He knows, with all these seniors, they've been around. They kind of know their role in the team by now. And yeah, Rue's a guy that he's kind of an energy guy, grinder, I guess, if you call it. And we look for him to use his speed and his aggressiveness and be physical. So yeah, he's done a great job of that this year and in years past. Jax Woitis, he's a leader in the locker room for sure. He's kind of the guy that gets everybody going. Music, keeping the room loose. He's got a great sense of humor. On the ice, this team especially, we've been preaching, at least to the forwards, more net front presence. Get to them. That's where all our goals are scored. The majority of the goals we have are from the front of the net. So we want, Jax knows that's his role, and I think he takes a lot of pride in that. And he's been really good. And I don't know as far as stats go, but he's up there in goals for our team, which is great. And then Chase Cloutier, kind of one of the coach's favorites, kind of the underdog story. He came in sophomore year, quiet kid, didn't say much, played JV, just worked for the last 2 years. And then this summer, I would say he's probably the hardest working kid that in their summer program off the ice. Showed up every day, just worked, and then he is getting rewarded right now. So that's great to see. Stories like that. So yeah, great senior class, probably the smallest we've had since I've been around for sure. So yeah.
Going to hear on the AAI Garage Door pregame show here with assistant coach Colton Borwidge. Coach, you work directly with the forwards and the power play unit a good chance midway through the season to kind of talk about where you think both of those groups are, the forwards as a group and the power play unit, and what are you looking for going forward the rest of the regular season to get ready for the playoffs?
Yeah, having a couple games this week already, we haven't had much time to touch on the power play this week, but over Christmas break, I think we're sitting at like 25% around there. I'd like to see that get up to 30. I think a lot of times lately we've been kind of on the perimeter too much, maybe making an extra pass when we want you to shoot, get traffic in front and crash the net. So I've really been trying to preach that net front presence and just shooting more, like keeping it more simple. We got some pretty creative players as far as forwards, probably the most speed and skill we've had in a while. So you want them to be creative, but at times it can kind of work against you, right? So you got to let them simplify the game a little bit. So we've been working a lot on that in the power play. Waconia's kill, I think, is at 90%, so it'll be a great challenge for them tonight. Hopefully we can get a few opportunities and score a few. So.
Real quick, in just a couple of sentences, mixing up lines. Are you heavily involved in that? Is that Brad's choice? You guys are mixing up the lines a little bit tonight. What goes into that process of doing that, and what are you looking to do when you do have some guys skate with other guys?
Sure. Yeah, I think this part of the season, I think we're halfway through. It gets to be kind of a grind. We have, I think, four of our 10 forwards, or 4 or 5 of our 10 forwards are sophomores or freshmen. So this part of the year, that grind kind of sets in, and people are, kind of sick, and like you got to battle through some things. So yeah, like just getting through that grind. We haven't been happy with how we played the last couple games. So we had a long bus ride back from Dodge County to talk about lines, and that just felt it was a good time to kind of change things up. Getting into the conference schedule, for sure, like teams are probably a little deeper than what we've been playing. So we kind of went with a more balanced approach that you'll see tonight, hoping to just kind of roll through 3 lines, not have to go down to 2 lines, get everybody involved is kind of the goal. So that was where the thought was for tonight. So we're going to see what happens.
Very good. Well, puck drop here in about 10 minutes. Senior night, always exciting for those guys and for the program. Coach, I want to thank you for joining us, and good luck on the sheet.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to thank Colton for being so gracious and joining me a few minutes before the game again. Senior night here. Also, after the first period, Tyler Lapic having his jersey hung here at First Bank and Trust Arena here at the New Prague Community Center will let you be a part of some of that at home as well. Zamboni finishing up. We want to thank our sponsors for making the broadcast possible all season long. Again, we're going to take a time out to hear from those guys now. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, drop of the puck. You're watching New Prague Trojans boys hockey.
Is your garage door giving you trouble? Whether it's a broken spring, malfunctioning opener, or you need a brand new door, AAI Garage Door is here to help. Doug and his team at AAI Garage Doors bring over 20 years of experience to every repair and installation, providing fast, reliable, and affordable solutions for your garage door needs. Serving New Prague and surrounding areas like Belle Plaine, Shakopee, Prior Lake, and more, we're proud to be your trusted local garage door experts. Call Doug today at 952-465-9409 or visit AAIGarageDoors.com for fast, friendly service. AAI Garage Doors, bringing you peace of mind one door at a time.
Home. It's where your story begins, and every story deserves a beautiful place to unfold. At Rocksmith Granite and Quartz, we craft surfaces made for real life, warm gatherings, busy mornings, and everything in between. From bright, inviting kitchens to calming, beautifully designed bathrooms, we bring craftsmanship, care, and elegance to every space. Whether you're building a new home or refreshing the one you love, Rocksmith Granite and Quartz, you're going to love our work.
If you are interested in a new furnace, AC, water heater, or water softener and want professional and quality installations along with great pricing, give us a call. Full Circle Mechanical, fully covering your home comfort needs. 651-315-2000, and let's go Trojans!
Mental health impacts every aspect of our lives. Yet for too long, it's been treated as a conversation to avoid. At Duck Cup Memorial, we know the cost of silence is far too high. That's why we've made it our mission to bring real stories and life-saving education to schools and communities. Through courage and connection, we're equipping young people, parents, and teachers with tools to recognize and address mental health struggles before it's too late. We do this because we believe no one should feel alone. We do this because every life matters, and we do this because in every season, your mental health matters. Help us bring hope to more communities. Your support, whether through donations, sharing our message, or wearing our merchandise, fuels our mission to end the stigma and build a culture of care. We hope you'll join us.
For over 90 years, Witt Construction has been building dreams in New Prague and the surrounding communities. They're a family-owned and operated business and are proud to be led by former New Prague Trojan hockey players who understand the importance of teamwork and dedication. That's why they're committed to providing their customers with the best possible experience. Whether you're building a new custom home, renovating your existing home, or need commercial construction services, they'll work with you to create a space that meets your unique needs and budget. They also will offer a wide range of other services, including excavation and deck building. So no matter what your project is, they can help you get it done right. Visit their website or call them today for more information.
Hero Home Services is your trusted ally in home comfort. Whether it's plumbing, heating, cooling, drains, ducts, or electrical, visit callhero.com now to schedule your service.
And once again, want to thank our sponsors once again for taking care of us all season long. Good support here, New Prague Trojans hockey. We're going to get, after the conclusion of the game, Bramware is going to sponsor our 3 stars of the game. All replays and highlights tonight brought to you by Twin Cities Featherlight Trailer and Storage. Coach's Interview, once again, brought to you by AAI Garage Door. We will hear from head coach Brad Drazen after the first period. All goals for New Prague brought to you by Hero Services. Hopefully we get a bunch of them today. Master Electric takes care of the special teams, all New Prague power plays and New Prague penalty kills, brought to you by Master Electric. It's been a positive for New Prague, both the PP and the PK, as we heard assistant coach Colton Borwich talk about that. And then our lineups today brought to you by Bishop Investments, as Waconia has made their way out of the locker room, lined up on the red line. Still waiting for New Prague. Here they come now, breaking out of the locker room on senior night here, and New Prague will dress this way. Again, heard from assistant coach Borwich in the pregame. New Prague is mixing up the lines today. I don't think it's a secret the Trojans haven't played their best hockey. They got off to the great start, the 5-0-1 start through the first 6. Just 2-4-1 in their last 7, and I think they're just searching for a little bit, to get back to their game and play their best hockey. Carson Ashley's going to be up front. He's going to play with Walker Anderson and Caden Brigham. We have seen those 3 together before. Ashley, Anderson, and Brigham. Walker coming off a two-goal night in Dodge County on Tuesday. Owen Dorzinski's going to center the second line. He'll be flanked by Grayson Whitty and Jack Fronick, the freshman number 23 for New Prague, drawing in as a top 6 forward today, playing with the top 6 for the first time. Keenan Huber is going to center Jackson Whitus and Grayson Rue, 2 seniors on the third line, and Tayden Krocek is the 10th forward dressing today for New Prague. Defensemen August Beckius and Tyler Applin, Joey Bush with Riley Krocek, and the seniors listed together. We'll see how long they play together. Cade Borwich and Chase Cloutier are the third pairing for the Trojans. In net, sophomore Dylan Kenow getting his second start. Dylan was our first star in our last broadcast with a wonderful performance in his first varsity start, stopping a breakaway at the buzzer to preserve a 2-1 2-1 victory for New Prague. So Key now, one win in his lone start, 957 save percentage, goals against just one, drawing his second start, the sophomore for New Prague. Starting lineup's about to be announced for New Prague, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start talking. I'm going to let the public address announcer talk, introduce our seniors for us.
And now, the starters for your New Prague Trojans. Starting goalie, sophomore, number 30, Dylan Kenow. Defense pairings, senior, number 18, Kay Gorwitz. Senior, number 26, Chase Potier. For forwards this evening, senior, number 36, Grayson Rue. Senior, number 20, Jackson Whitus. And sophomore, number 6, Keenan Huber. We have a special starter tonight. It's senior, number 2, Carter Toomey.
And that's the senior starting lineup for New Prague. We are going to pause now for the singing of the national anthem. When we come back, drop of the puck. It's the Waconia Wildcats and New Prague Trojans. Metro West Conference Hockey. You're watching Trojans Boys Hockey.
National anthem, which is performed tonight by the New Prague High School Pep Band under the direction of John Poland.
And we're all set to go here from New Prague. Should be a good one here. A couple of teams, conference teams. First conference game, I believe, for New Prague. Both teams with winning records. Waconia coming in with a 6-4-2 record. New Prague coming in with a 7-4-2 record. Waconia, not too many similar opponents. Looking at who they've played, who they've beaten, who they're about to play, but. Waconia did play Spring Lake Park 2 games ago. That was a team that New Prague did defeat. Waconia beat them 4-2. The Wildcats lost to St. Louis Park 5-3 in their last time out. In their last game on Tuesday. So a couple of common opponents. New Prague will see St. Louis Park a little bit later on this year. New Prague's going to start 4 seniors here on senior night. We'll be joined by Keenan Huber up front. Once again, Huber skating with Rue and Whitus. And throughout the broadcast, we'll talk a little bit about the seniors, including our senior spotlight today. I misspoke. I thought it was going to be Grayson tonight, but we're going to feature Cade Borwidge tonight. Cade Borwidge is the senior spotlight, the OMSC player spotlight, which we'll do in between periods 2 and 3. Puck is down. We're underway and fired in by New Prague. Trojans wearing their home white, Waconia in purple. So again, my name is Wade Olson, and this should be a good one. I think this is going to be a pretty even matchup, a spirited affair as a couple of guys come together at center ice. Wildcats have it there, and Keenan Huber puts his man on the board. That was Devin Stifter. Stifter wearing 28 for Waconia. And one thing you're going to see with the Wildcats is they get points from the back end. 3 of their 5 leading scorers are defensemen, including their leading scorer, which is Stifter, 28, who has 11 points, 5 goals, and 6 assists on the year. As New Prague breaks to center, here's Caden Brigham. Brigham will chip in, and he'll be joined by Joey Bush. From all reports down in Dodge County, Joey Bush had a really good game for New Prague. As a couple of guys come together in center ice, actually just guys skating, nobody saw each other. It happens sometimes as Bush puts his man into the wall. And the puck is fired in as New Prague looking to pick up their physicality a little bit. I don't think they've been overly physical the last couple of contests, but they've done a good job here early as a turnover forces. Walker Anderson centering pass just goes off the toe of Bush's stick. Still no shots on goal. We're a minute 20 in as Waconia skates the center, and a good legal hit by Walker Anderson playing the body. Here's Carson Ashley. Ashley lugging in. New Prague was changing, joined by Grayson Whitty and the freshman Jack Fronick. Going to watch Jack a little bit. All right, going to get his, at least in my eyes, his first extended action here as Waconia comes in, as Chase Cloutier was able to haul down Kyler Cox to take away a Waconia scoring opportunity. Good spirit and good energy here early. I think both teams have their skating legs, which makes good hockey. Waconia with possession in the New Prague zone. August Beckius puts his man on the wall. Owen Dorzinski with a hit. Here's Cloutier. Stapled in the wall, Waconia takes the puck back to the point, sent high and wide of the netminder, Dylan Kenow. Once again, Kenow's second start as Waconia will fire in. They say he did get the red, so no icing. Dylan's being forechecked by Cooper Vucinovic. Vucinovic wears 6 purple. Turned over by New Prague, sent towards the net and flutters wide. On the backhand is Nicholas Gleason for the Wildcats. Here's Vucinovic, and his centering pass goes all the way down the ice. Netminder for Waconia is Merrick Wozniak. Sophomore, save percentage of .921, goals against of just 2.07. Wozniak in net for Waconia. Here's Jackson White skating the blue line. 4-on-2. Just goes through the skates of Keenan Huber, and New Prague had an odd man situation. Waconia counters attack. They're dangerous. They fire off the tip of the glove of Kenow. And that's stopped by Dylan. Here's Whitus on the forehands. 2 good stops by Kenow. He's into the game early. Sent to the line and out. Good tempo and pace here early. This is much better. New Prague at the line. Here's Huber. Huber center comes together with McKellen Mayo. Yeah, there's definitely spirit in the rink here tonight. There's Wozniak will cover up. We'll get a whistle, just our second whistle, 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the contest. This is good stuff. I'll sign up for this. This is just fine. Anderson, Ashley, and Brigham up front for New Prague, with Bush and Riley Krochek. Draw one clean. Here's Anderson's shot, and that hits traffic. Blocked there. Slap shot by Krochek doesn't get through. Good job by Anderson, seeking after the puck, and a good legal hit by Ashley. Good pass by Bush. Anderson on the backhand, looking for Brigham. Walker regains, fires, slot. Ashley centers, and just eludes Brigham. As New Prague energetic early. Now Carson Ashley takes the puck away. Great work by Carson. Here's Walker. Centering pass, that goes through the slot and all the way down. Nice to see Carson Ashley with that shift. Carson's been good all year. I just didn't think he was great against the other night. Just, kind of one game, it just wasn't as impactful. And you definitely can see 10 and White has his skating legs back and the puck desire back. That was just wonderful, winning the puck away in the offensive end. I think New Prague's done a pretty good job here winning pucks, winning 50-50 pucks, trying to send pucks towards the front of the net. Talking with Mitchell up here, the senior manager Mitchell Chadwick talked about New Prague trying to get more net front presence, trying to get the puck towards the front of the net a little bit more. As Waconia has the puck behind the New Prague net now. August Beckius marking his man, which is Samson Engscher. Comes to center. Here's Fronick. Fronick has the puck knocked away by Carson Herman. Herman, one of the top defensemen for Waconia, weighs 38. Rink-wide pass picked off by Herman. He's going to have the puck. Centering pass from the slot, and they score. A turnover in the New Prague zone. Herman steps forward. and knocks the puck behind the net. He's the first one to it, and he knocks the puck in front. Nicholas Gleason, number 10, knocks it home. So New Prague unable to clear, and Gleason left unmarked, and Waconia scores first. That's going to be 10 from 38 at 4:39. And Waconia strikes first. Huber, Whitus, and Rue. And puck is down, so New Prague will have to chase this game from behind. That puck's sent towards the front of the net, swept to the corner by Carter Dietz, and that puck sent the length of the ice, but it's going to be on net. Key now leads for Applin. Tyler Applin on the forehand. And they are going to, oh boy, they call icing there. Looked like the Waconia defenseman came forward there. Most of the time the linesman waved that off, saying he'd had a chance to touch it. They do not there. Icing's the call, and with 12 minutes exactly remaining in the first period, offensive zone draw for Waconia. Shots on goal, Waconia with 3. New Prague yet to get one. A lot of their opportunities have been blocked. They try to spring Grayson Rue here. Rue will win the puck, backhand, save, rebound, Huber, and the net's off the moorings is Grayson Rue, who has 2 goals on the season. Try on senior night, outracing his man, and stopped by netminer Wozniak. So New Prague trying to respond and rally right after the goal by Waconia. Once again, the all replays brought to you by Twin Cities Featherlight Trailers and Storage. Ashley on the offensive draw. Eventually, and it's down. And Wildcats skating for this is Devin Stifter, 28. Good pass across the blue line to Connor Reek. That shot is deflected into the netting and out of play. You know, Waconia's got some talent. Again, they're scoring. It's a good stick save there by Keno. But a higher percentage of their scoring comes from the defensemen than most other teams. So something we'll watch. We already saw on their goal, Carson Herman coming down, being aggressive in the offensive end and making a play. This is Carson Ashley on the forecheck. Ashley, Anderson, and Pregame. And here comes Waconia. Gaining the red. Nicholas Gleason fires in. First man to the puck is going to be Riley. Riley Krocek on the forehand. Good body usage by Pregame. Ashley pushes the puck forward. 2-on-1 with Walker. Ashley and Walker. Good pass. Oh, wow. Walker tried to go back for Carson, and Waconia will counterattack. High slot, fire. Good shot block by Joey Bush. Here comes Anderson. Up-tempo offensive hockey. Anderson, Deeks, as the puck is frozen there by Wozniak. As the 2-on-1, really good pass from Ashley as Anderson tries to return it. Man, I bet if he could do that again, he would just bury that one. And trying to be too unselfish there. But a good line rush, good battle won by Ashley, who's had 2 really, really good shifts to start the game. In his own end, this is McCollum Mayo. Off to Brendan Clemens. This is Clemens, the defenseman. Number 2, August Beckius marking him. Good hit by Dorzinski. Puck's in the slot. Beckius knocks it away, but right on the stick of Waconia, and the backhand goes up over the left shoulder of Kenow. Fronick tries to push the puck forward, but Waconia not allowing the puck to get out. Cloutier to the line. Fired into the opposite corner by Mayo. Up the wall looking for Whitty. Dorzinski takes it and finally relieves pressure. And Grayson Whitty will recover in his own end. This is Cloutier. Cloutier on his forehand. Okay, up they are going to wave off icing. New Prague will finish the change. This is Whitty, Whitus, and Huber now. Huber knocks Mayo into the wall. Whitty has the puck on his feet. Good hit by Whitus. Yeah, spirit's good here. Puck's tapped forward. So it's going to be no icing as the Wildcat forward did get a piece of it. Borwich, Applin to center, taken there by Carter Dietz, and he's run into by Wojtis and Huber both, and the puck reverses course back into the Waconia end. Rue and Huber on the forecheck. Two forwards for New Prague, puck seeking low, and a good dogged work by the senior Grayson Rue. Waconia now to the line. Applin keeps in for the moment. Still in. Now finally comes to center. Again, we've had 3 or 4 whistles only so far. Pucks fired down. It's going to be icing as Kenow allows that one to come dangerously through the crease. And we get a stoppage and a whistle. Offensive zone draw for and just a couple puck management stuff in the O&M, but the pace is good. Puck desire is good. I think New Prague's skating harder than they have in the last few, at least, games that we've been at. It's Waconia to center and Joey Bush on the forehand. Looking for Pregame, just eludes him. Picked off by Walker Anderson. Anderson, blue line, fires! And saved by Wozniak on the high slot opportunity by the New Prague leading goal scorer and point man, Walker Anderson. Here's Ashley on the draw. One clean, point is Bush. Bush fires wide past the blocker. Krocek's going to go forward, comes to center. And Bush for Ashley. Carson absorbs the hit from Mayo. Joey on his backhand. Caden will chop in. Axes it in there and taken by McGuire Knorr for Waconia. Pregame takes the puck again. Fire deep again. And we are halfway through period number 1. Waconia leads 1-0. As they try to break out, and that puck they're going to wave off icing. Referee says Riley Krocek could have played it. Here's Joey Bush. Has a little trouble with the puck and good recovery. Krocek will push to Dorzinski on the forehand for Whitty. Whitty, good cross-ice pass for Anderson. Walker's been on the ice forever, though. He'll need to change. Good cross-corner dump by Walker. Allows Dorzinski to get there on time. Joined by Fronick up front. Bang to center, and Waconia takes it there. One-on-one. Good play by Cloutier. Cloutier backhand does not get out, though. Centering pass taken by Whitty. Whitty hits Fronick in rhythm. And Jack will push forward. This is going to be icing. And it is. Actually, we're going to get a roughing call here. Waconia is going to the box. New Prague is going to go on the man advantage. We're going to get a roughing call on Waconia. So first power play of the game goes to New Prague. This power play brought to you by Master Electric. Commercial, residential, industrial. Master Electric. Power play on the season, 26.7%. 12 of 45, looking for goal 13 and looking to tie this one up. Draw by Wojtis. Behind the net here is Jackson. Jackson back to the point. Here's August Beckius. Beckius hits Ashley. Ashley looking in the slot for Grayson Whitty. That's knocked away. Bouncing puck lands dangerously in the slot. Good pass to Anderson to score. Carson Ashley on the goal on the power play from Walker Anderson. Over the shoulder. New Prague ties it up at 1. A fluttering puck. And just a really good shot by Ashley, who's been excellent here early. With a one-timer, boy, that is labeled. There's not much as a goaltender you can do there. That is where you want to put it. New Prague ties it up at 1. Goal brought to you by Hero Services. Cade Borwidge fires in. New Prague has tied it up at 1. It's going to be Ashley from Anderson, the 2 leading scorers for New Prague. Hook up on the power play. The half wall. And August Beckius getting the second assist there. So from Walker and August. And good spirit here, each team with a goal. And here's Grayson Rue. Good hands by Grayson, trying to go by his man That's Devin Stifter. Here's Jackson Whitus. Whitus trying to send the puck to the front of the net. Puck is bounding, unclaimed. That's fired, and Grayson Rule with the net front presence. Puck goes just wide. Borwich comes down. New Prague changing on the fly, and they couldn't quite keep it in as Anderson joined. Pregame touches up, high slot, fires, wrist shot wide of the blocker. Again, that's Ashley from Anderson and Beckius on the power play to tie it up at 1. Tyler Applin, baseball whacks it to the boards. As Pregame trying to bring Ashley. Great one touch by Carson. 3-on-1, back to Bush. Oh, Joey joining the rush, and it just goes into his heel as a couple guys come together. As New Prague's going to get a penalty here. I think Brigham-Young's going to go for a rough after the whistle. So Brigham-Young for roughing as the 3-on-1 just failed to click there for New Prague. I like that Bush. Joey joined the rush there. Boy, here's that 3-on-1 with Bush and Anderson, and just behind Joey, who ends up wiping out. So Brigham-Young for roughing, and New Prague on the power play. Once again, brought to you by Master Electric. PK at 83%. They've killed off. They've given up 10 power play goals on the year in their 13 games. So we're tied at 1. New Prague shorthanded for the first time. 4 guys getting the first work. Dorzinski, Whitty, Bush, and Borwich. So roughing to Brigham-Young. So each team with a roughing minor. It hurt Waconia. We'll see if it hurts New Prague. High shot. Stifter one-timer blocker save. Saved by Kenow, probably his best of the period. Shots on goal are 5-4 Waconia. The pace has been good. The tempo, good job by Dorzo there. Yeah, this is so much better. Waconia resets in their own end. 1:18 left to go on the roughing to minor to Brigham-Young. Waconia gaining the line. Stopping there is Maxwell Kelly. Kelly in front. Hits traffic, is laying there. Stifter working on it. Couple of guys knocked over, and that's going to be fired down the ice by Jackson Whitus. Kenow lost his stick, was able to recover. 4:40 left in the period. A minute left in the minor to Brigham-Young. Leading the rush is 21 McGuire Knorr. Looking for Kyler Cox on the wing. At the line, kept in by Waconia. Huber, that's fired in front. Kenow with the pad save. Puck recovery by Connor Reek. And Riley Krocek. First defenseman over there. Actually, both defensemen in the corner now. Supported by Huber. The scrum still working. And that's fired down the ice. The jousting match between Krocek and Kelly is over. Referee says play on. 16 seconds left in the minor to Brigham-Young. Here's August Beckius. Beckius on the forehand of the line, but not out. Dorzinski pressuring his man, who is Brendan Clemens. Puck's fired in front. Rebound, loose. Scramble, still loose. And Kenow pushing against the right post. Knocks it off of its moorings, and we're going to whistle and stoppage. That's a really good blocker save there by Kenow on that first opportunity. Again, traffic in front. It's no secret. Both teams trying to get to the front of the net. Probably the most fun period I've watched in a while. Yeah. Both teams invested. 3:40 to go in the period. Shots on goal 8-4 Waconia. We're knotted at 1. So if you just joined us, Nicholas Gleason at even strength at 4:39. New Prague responds 4 minutes later. Power play goal. Carson Ashley, 7th of the year. Assisted by Walker Anderson. His 19th point, team leading. And August Beckius' 9th assist of the season. Anderson jousting with Kelly. And Ashley on the draw. Again, Brigham-Young will be out of the box momentarily. He's out now, and he will stay on the ice. And Craig trying to run out in front, left alone, and Kenow with the save. I think kind of New Prague ran a play out of the box as Pregame just left the box and ended up being one man unmarked. Here's Caden trying to spring Walker, and it's going to be icing as the pass just fails to click. Good idea. And the game is open. This has been an open period. There is skating room. There is room to make plays. And really good right arm save by Dylan there on the Twin Cities Featherlight and Trailers replay there. Whew. All right, draws down. Here's Stifter. Point. Fires. Good shot blocked by Fronick, who takes the cross check. Point again. That's through. Keenau with the save. Rebound there. Guys will come together. And we're not done seeing this, I think. Good shot block by Jack Fronick on the first one. That's McGuire Knorr, one of their leading players. No passengers today. I think everyone's head's right here. It's been good hockey. Boy, they're going to send at least one here. Cross check is the call. New Prague's going to go on the power play. So a cross-checking call to Maxwell Kelly, and New Prague, who's already 1 for 1 on the power play, will get their second opportunity. So Kelly for cross-checking, and New Prague will try to get try to take the lead here for the first time with 3:02 left in the period. Seems like every whistle, every puck by a goaltender is a meeting of about 5 bodies. Puck's fired down the ice, backhanded by Connor Riek. So Beckius, Ashley, Whitty, Anderson, and Wojtis. 1 defenseman, 4 forwards on this New Prague power play. Operating at 13 for 46 as Waconia forces a turnover. Here's a 2-on-2. That fires and gets through the shot block. That's a good rip by Vucinovic. Good save by Keenau, who stopped 10 of 11. Many of them being very good. As August having a little trouble on the breakout. Here comes Waconia, shorthanded. Ashley knocks the puck away to Whitty. 3-on-2 for New Prague coming back once again on the power play. Anderson goes wide, knocked down, play on, and puck's fired down the ice. 1:10 to go on the man advantage. 2:12 in the period, tied at 1. Again, at the end of the first intermission, we'll hear from head coach Brad Drazen. We will also hear, we'll actually let you enjoy some of Tyler Lapic's jersey hanging celebration as well. Waconia countered as New Prague not managing the puck great. That's high over the glass. As the Trojans having a little trouble getting through the neutral zone here. Up a man as Anderson's knocked off the puck. Here's Beckius coming back. 40 seconds left in the minor. Now we have a delayed penalty on Waconia again. We're going to get a slash on the play, and New Prague's going to have a 2-man advantage. Gleason for slashing, and New Prague will skate 5-on-3. "37 seconds of 5-on-3 action." You know, the player came together with Walker, and the referee said play on, and then got up and he whacked him. And the referee was looking right at it, had to call it. You could even see a little frustration in the referee there. You know, if you put a team down 2 guys, you want it to be a good one. And Keenau leads for Applin. 30 seconds of 5-on-3 work for New Prague. Here's Borwidge, gaining the line, holding Applin. Cade for Bush. This is Joey. Back for Tyler. Applin for Borwidge. Cade fires, hits traffic in front, sent to the line. Good left skate by Tyler Applin. 1 minute in the period. Waconia gets 1 guy out of the box. That's fired in front. Rebound backhand by Applin. Stopped by a netminder, centering pass back in front. Applin's opportunity knocked away, and skating forward is Vucinovic. Vucinovic will escort the puck the rest of the way. Keenau on the forehand to Caden Pregame. 45 seconds to go in the period. And the 5-on-3 did not click. And Borwidge now will lead the rush. 5-on-4 power play now as Borwidge is hit by Alexander Klumpke. Key now, a half a minute to go in the period. Again, we're tied at 1. New Prague has a power play goal. Good pass there by Ashley for Anderson. Walker gains the blue. Here is Ashley joining the play. Back to the point, and Beckius. Beckius flips the puck towards the net. It's down, unclaimed, and fired the length of the ice. 8 seconds left. That's probably going to do it for the period. A high-spirited, good tempo period. As Dylan will put the puck to Caden. We'll leave it into the void, and that's going to do it. A fun first period of action that sees both teams get a goal. New Prague will have a few seconds, 20 seconds left on their third power play when the second period resumes. Fun. Little hockey hate sometimes. You need to get your game back, and I do definitely think that's these teams don't like each other, and I like the response and the energy level by New Prague. You know, they know, guys know in their own room. You know, guys know when they're not playing their best hockey, and I do think they're answering the call here. We're not going to go anywhere yet here. Again, we're two things for you. We are going to hear from head coach Brad Drazen. We're also going to get the Tyler Lapic jersey hanging ceremony, and we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to let you enjoy that at home as well. Not sure what order. We're going to fly off the seat of it just with you guys at home here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special presentation to recognize New Prague High School alumnus Tyler Lapic. Tyler played varsity hockey for the Trojans from 2005 to 2009. And his name is all over the program's record book. His 107 goals and 218 career points are good for second best in the program all time. And his career 111 career assists placed him at the top of the category. His 42 assists as a senior remains the best individual assist season in school history. He also still holds the Minnesota State High School League record for assists in one game with 7 helpers and a 9-2 win over Hutchinson in 2009. Following his time in New Prague, Tyler played hockey in the USHL for Omaha, Des Moines, and Chicago, and then played for the Wisconsin Badgers in the WCHA before finishing his career at Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter. We are pleased to welcome back Tyler to New Prague and proud to show off his University of Wisconsin jersey, which will be hung in the arena along with the other Trojan hockey alumni who have gone on to play at the Division I level. Please give a warm welcome home to Tyler Lapic.
And congratulations there to Tyler. Yeah, I think New Prague does a lot of that right. They honor their past, and they take care of watching the Mites and the Bantams play at the end of the first period. On those days, they look out for their future. And I think a lot of good positive things for New Prague hockey here. I'm not sure with the ceremony if we are going to hear from head coach Brad Drazen. If not, no big deal. Let's recap a little bit of the first period. We'll get you highlights of the first period a little bit later as well when we come back for the second period of action. And a couple of goals, one each. for Waconia. They get a goal at the 4:39 mark, a turnover by New Prague in their own zone, and a nice play by the defenseman. I think Carson Herman made a good read, keeping the puck in at the blue line. Did a nice job keeping the puck in, winning the puck battle back, or being the first win of the puck, and then puts a nice pass on the stick of Nicholas Gleason, who makes a really, really, really good shot. So Gleason with the goal, and Waconia went up 1. And then a good goal by New Prague as well on the power play. Beckius' shot blocked, flutters in the air. Walker Anderson comes up with it, and Anderson puts it on a tee for Carson Ashley, who makes no mistake and puts it over the shoulder for the goal. So that's where we're at, 1-1. We are not going to hear from the head coach first period. No big deal. Again, coaching comes first. We understand that, so we are going to take a commercial timeout. When we come back, we'll have first period highlights for you. And once again, on senior night here, 1-1 after 1, you're watching New Prague Trojans boys hockey.
Is your garage door giving you trouble? Whether it's a broken spring, malfunctioning opener, or you need a brand new door, AAI Garage Door is here to help. Doug and his team at AAI Garage Doors bring over 20 years of experience to every repair and installation, providing fast, reliable, and affordable solutions for your garage door needs. Serving New Prague and surrounding areas like Belle Plaine, Shakopee, Prior Lake, and more, we're proud to be your trusted local garage door experts. Call Doug today at 952-465-9409 or visit AAIGarageDoors.com for fast, friendly service.
And I lied. Him here, head coach Brad Drazen. Coach, first of all, Tyler Lapic, talk to me about what him as a player and what he meant to the program.
Yeah, this is what I love about sports. That Tyler grew up, and I grew up 100 yards away from each other. Colton, the assistant coach, and Tyler grew up in the same cul-de-sac. Like, just to have somebody like him in the program with his experiences, his credentials. He went in and he gave the team the pregame speech, and yeah, it's pretty special.
I don't know if we've played our best hockey in the last few, but the spirit and the tempo and the moving the feet, so much better tonight. You got to be pleased with a lot of what you saw.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Like we tell the guys all the time, like, we can live with whatever, but let's just play our game. And we've been talking about this green light mentality. Just go. Just go. You got the green light. Your teammates will be there to support you. You see a lane, go. You see a chance, go. And I love where we're at.
You get a goal on the power play, a good puck retrieval by Walker Anderson, puts the puck right on the blade of Carson Ashley, who makes no mistake. Your two top goals, point getters, hooking up on that play. I think both of them looked really good in the first as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's some energy, them two coming back together to play with each other. I know they were excited, and then on the power play, so yeah, it was a good response. We didn't see any dip from our group. Our bench was good the whole time, so that's kind of what we want to see.
Here with head coach Brad Drazen, the AAI Garage Door coaches interview. Coach, just one more. It is senior night here today. You got 4 guys skating out there. Just talk about those 4 guys, what they mean to your program, and how important they are to you.
Yeah, this group, and I was reflecting on this group and thinking about this group. They care. They care a lot, and they made this program a better place. And I know you got Chadwick up there next to you, and the managers. He plays a huge role, and Carter Tupi. I mean, you saw the energy that he brought to the group. To the whole arena. I think it's a really special group.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Again, 1-1 after 1. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
That's head coach Brad Drazen here with his thoughts of the first period. And I'm just going to piggyback a little bit. This is just, teams go every sport. I've coached forever as well. You have good games. You have games where you have jump in life. You have games when you don't. That's why you play a season. It's really hard to keep that going. To be top level all the time. And I think New Prague did kind of waver a little bit at or near the Christmas break, where they weren't playing great hockey, or the energy level maybe wasn't where it needed to be. Not the case here tonight. Whether it's perfect, whether we're making every play, irregardless, besides the point, the energy level and the spirit and the passion of what's going on was there, and because it's there, it's just a much more enjoyable brand of hockey. So I'm all in today. I think this is great. We have a good hockey game between two good teams. We're 1-1 after 1. Gleason for Waconia, Ashley getting his 7th on the power play for New Prague. Zamboni on the ice, and we're about 9 minutes away or so from second period of action. So do we have replays? Mitchell's got the replays and highlights. This is first period highlights brought to you by Twin Cities Featherlight New Trailers, and there were a lot of them. We had a lot going on. I do think New Prague, even from the jump, was good. They were doing a good job winning pucks. They were the quicker to the puck for the most part, especially in both zones. I thought in both zones, New Prague did a really good job of getting to pucks first. Maybe the first 3 or 4 minutes, opportunities didn't get through. You see a shot block there by the Wildcats. A couple of those opportunities sliding through the crease. There's Grayson Rue, probably the first good opportunity for New Prague. About 5 minutes into the period is Grayson trying to go to the backhand. A good left skate save there by netminder Wozniak. There was a 2-on-1. I think if Walker could have that one back, he would like to just bury this one. That's right on the tape there by Ashley. That one's you'd like to see Walker rip that through the twine there. Just a little over selfish there, and happens. But Anderson comes back here. This is a good scoring opportunity as Caden Pregame with the hit to separate and give Walker time and space. And here's the goal on the power play. Becky has a shot block, goes behind the net. Anderson the first one to it, and just like Ashley, Carson put it right on Walker's blade a couple of replays ago. Walker puts this one right on Carson's blade. The slap shot, the one-timer up over the shoulder, no chance for Wozniak. That made the score 1-1. You see Grayson Rue with net front presence here. Trying to get in the vision of Wozniak, and that puck just went wide. And then this is the 3-on-1 that just passed just behind Joey Bush just a little bit as Anderson, Bush, and what was the other guy there? Was it Jax? Leading the 3-on-1. New Prague did have 3 power plays and about a 40 seconds of a 5-on-3, and they weren't able to score and go up one late in the period. That was a really good save by Wozniak on the backhand by Tyler Applin coming down from the point. So that's your first period replays and highlights. Goals for Gleason and Ashley. We are knotted up at 1. We are going to let's take a commercial timeout one more time. This will be the last time on break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second period of action. It is senior night, and here at the First Bank and Trust Arena, and we're knotted at 1. You're watching Trojans Boys High.
Is your garage door giving you trouble? Whether it's a broken spring, malfunctioning opener, or you need a brand new door, AAI Garage Door is here to help. Doug and his team at AAI Garage Doors bring over 20 years of experience to every repair and installation, providing fast, reliable, and affordable solutions for your garage door needs. Serving New Prague and surrounding areas like Belle Plaine, Shakopee, Prior Lake, and more, we're proud to be your trusted local garage door experts. Call Doug today at 952-465-9409 or visit AAIGarageDoors.com for fast, friendly service. AAI Garage Doors, bringing you peace of mind one door at a time.
Home. It's where your story begins, and every story deserves a beautiful place to unfold. At Rocksmith Granite and Quartz, we craft surfaces made for real life, warm gatherings, busy mornings, and everything in between. From bright, inviting kitchens to calming, beautifully designed bathrooms, we bring craftsmanship, care, and elegance to every space. Whether you're building a new home or refreshing the one you love, Rocksmith Granite and Quartz, you're going to love our work.
If you are interested in a new furnace, AC, water heater, or water softener and want professional and quality installations along with great pricing, give us a call. Full Circle Mechanical, fully covering your home comfort needs. 651-315-2000, and let's go Trojans!
Mental health impacts every aspect of our lives. Yet for too long, it's been treated as a conversation to avoid. At Duck Cup Memorial, we know the cost of silence is far too high. That's why we've made it our mission to bring real stories and life-saving education to schools and communities. Through courage and connection, we're equipping young people, parents, and teachers with tools to recognize and address mental health struggles before it's too late. We do this because we believe no one should feel alone. We do this because every life matters, and we do this because in every season, your mental health matters. Help us bring hope to more communities. Your support, whether through donations, sharing our message, or wearing our merchandise, fuels our mission to end the stigma and build a culture of care. We hope you'll join us.
For over 90 years, Witt Construction has been building dreams in New Prague and the surrounding communities. They're a family-owned and operated business and are proud to be led by former New Prague Trojan hockey players who understand the importance of teamwork and dedication. That's why they're committed to providing their customers with the best possible experience. Whether you're building a new custom home, renovating your existing home, or need commercial construction services, they'll work with you to create a space that meets your unique needs and budget. They also will offer a wide range of other services, including excavation and deck building. So no matter what your project is, they can help you get it done right. Visit their website or call them today for more information.
Hero Home Services is your trusted ally in home comfort. Whether it's plumbing, heating, cooling, drains, ducts, or electrical, visit callhero.com now to schedule your service.
Zamboni has finished up its work. We're about 3 minutes away from drop of the puck for the second period as Waconia coaches have started making their way out. In the second intermission, we are going to have our senior spotlight brought to you by OMSC. We're going to feature Cade Borwidge today, so we'll get put the headset on Mitchell. We'll talk a little bit about Cade and actually all the seniors. Actually, we'll feature Cade, and with it being senior night, we'll visit a little bit about the seniors. So that'll be in between periods 2 and 3. Also, our flag bearer interviews and friends and family of the senior players. We're going to hear from Ethan Bombardo, Kylie Borwidge, Owen Coons, and Stella Rue. So we're going to hear from those four with our flag bearer interviews after the second period as well. Flag bearer interview brought to you by Full Circle Mechanical. So all that coming up after period number 2, as well as second period highlights and replays. Our next broadcast is going to be Tuesday night against St. Louis Park. St. Louis Park comes here. It'll be New Prague's last home game until the 27th. So 2 weeks they'll go without home games. So last one on Tuesday against St. Louis Park. Another rivalry type game for New Prague as they now enter conference play. So Tuesday night, 7:15 home game against St. Louis Park before a big road game a week from Thursday. Next Thursday, a week from today at Farmington, who leads Section 1 right now. They would be the 1 seed if play entered today. New Prague will start the second period with 21 seconds remaining of their third power play. The goal scorer, Gleason, in the box for cross-checking. New Prague 1 for 2 so far on the power play, finishing up their third one, and they'll be taking the ice here just momentarily. It's a good first period. That was great. More of that. More of the same, please. God, good hockey. Nothing better than good hockey. Goaltending was good both ways. I thought their guy Merrick Wozniak, had a really good period. He stopped 7 of 8 shots. And the goal that beat him, and no chance on the one-timer by Carson Ashley, just well placed. And then our guy, Dylan Kenow, up to the task, more than up to the task. Made a couple really, really good saves. Got just enough of a couple of pucks. A right arm save comes to mind. Didn't get all of it, but got enough of it to keep the puck out of the net. And I think this battle level has been good. And the battle level by the defenseman in front has been really good, too, making sure that guys aren't having unsolicited second and third whacks as the puck has been in the slot, been in the crease quite a bit for both sides, to be honest. New Prague on the power play. Again, 2 winning teams. New Prague 7-4-2. Waconia 6-4-2. Ashley, his 7th of the year on the power play. From Anderson, his 9th assist. Beckiest, his 9th assist. Midway through the first. After the game, Brand Ware sponsoring the 3 stars of the game. Everyone, a lot of guys going good today. Through one. Let's keep it up. Section standings, if you're wondering, in 1AA, remember it's one 8-team section. All right, Austin has joined. Farmington leads the section with an 11-0-1 record. They have not been beaten yet. Lakeville South 5-5-1. But remember, they play that brutal schedule. I think they would be the 2 seed because they do have a head-to-head win against New Prague earlier this year. New Prague at 7-4-2. Have the second best record, probably be the 3 seed if they went today. And then Lakeville North and a couple of Rochesters, Mayo and Century, probably would be 4, 5, and 6 if playoff action started today. So that's kind of where the section sits. Walker Anderson has the puck. New Prague finishing up their third power play as he's been harassed by Vucinovic. I actually liked Vucinovic's first period. I think 6 in Waconia. Tall forward. I thought he was probably the best forward on the ice for the Wildcats in period 1. Here comes August Becky is playing the puck to himself. Good stick handle by August. His shot deflected wide by Stifter. And goaltender Wozniak comes out, puts his mitt on it. Out of the box, Gleason, and New Prague's power play now falls to 1-4-3. Waconia is 0-for-1 on their man advantage. Ashley on the draw. Just underway, period 2, and tied at 1. Here's Waconia on the breakout, kept in by Beckius. Pregame on the backhand will send behind the net, and Walker tried to keep the puck away from Gleason. Good stick handle there by Gleason, who hits the tape of Samson Enkcher. He is hit into the wall. Cloutier first one back to the puck. He'll leave for Ashley. Ashley up the boards, not out. The slot, dangerous. Drag, blocker saved by Keynow. On the opportunity by Vucinovic. Anderson has the puck swept away. Brigham trying to get the puck deep, cannot. Vucinovic comes all the way back in his own end and swings the puck away around for Enkcher. Waconia fires to the New Prague blue line. Here's Beckius. D to Cloutier. Cloutier off the glass, but it hits the referee as now Beckius will bank. And New Prague having a little trouble exiting. Dorzinski, third time's a charm, high off the glass. And then Walker wins the puck. Long shift for Anderson. Here's Waconia on the counterattack. Walker gets off there. Dorzinski knocks his man off the puck. Shoved in the wall by Enkcher. And a couple of long shifts, one for each. A couple of guys caught for both teams there. Enkcher for Waconia. He just gets off now. He's huffing and puffing. Cloutier and Walker. Anderson had long shifts for New Prague as well. Just underway, period 2. This is Connor Reek against Dorzinski. Owen wins it cleanly. Riley Krocek up the wall. Here's Grayson Whitty. Thought Joey Bush had good skating legs in the first. Sent the line deflected in front. A smart deflection by Cameron Schneider just fails. Bush bangs it with his forehand back to neutral ice. Pressuring the defenseman Brendan Clemens. Here comes Bush. First one back. Had a little more time and space than he thought as the forechecker peeled off, and Waconia will fire back in. Here is Joey Bush. Backhand for Whitty. Whitty trying to go up the wall, and I think Waconia's had the better skating legs to start the second. There's Fronick, trying to spring Whitty, who if he would have been able to push that puck by, he would have had a breakaway. Waconia bottling up New Prague a little bit in their own zone. This is, you got to be careful you don't take a penalty. Down the wall, reversed. Dorzinski and Bush come together with their men. Centering pass. Here's Riley. New Prague needs a clear. Krocek clears, delayed offsides. Whitty will get off. Let's see who else can get off, and that's going to be iced. New Prague needed that whistle, though. Had some guys caught out there quite a while. And Waconia's had the better play in the first 3 minutes of period 2. You can hear the Waconia bench. Not sure if you can hear it through the microphone, but Waconia coach is happy with those last 2 shifts as well. Here's Borwich. One's looking for Rue. First man of the puck, though, Carter Dietz. Cade on the backhand, using the wall to the line, not out, and now Cade will skate. Deflected, and New Prague having trouble exiting a little. Puck's fired back in. Here's Cade. A little more time and space here. Cade will bank the puck down the ice. Should be icing. No, they're going to say that could have been played. Well, here's Grayson Rue. Behind the centering pass, and White has had his stick tied up. Good stick check by Waconia, who counters attacks. Puck's fired in deep again. They decidedly, you can see Waconia trying to get the puck behind D and hit the defenseman. They do win the puck there, forcing a turnover. Good shot blocked by Grayson Rue. Coming down from the right point, Alexander Klumpke to center. New Prague coming back 2-on-2, but again, just a long shift for Grayson Rue. We had to peel off. Center now is Tyler Applin. Applin flips in, and Wozniak will hold. Whistle stoppage. We are 4 minutes into period 2. Good work by Grayson Rue, the senior. Looking for Wojtas in the slot, but Jackson was marked and had his stick tied up. A nice play by McCullen Mayo, forward coming back for Waconia. Offensive zone draw, here's Chase Cloutier. Cloutier softly for Beckius. Beckius back for Chase. Chase up the wall, good pass for Pregame. Pregame looking for Ashley. Turned over though, Waconia will counterattack. New Prague is back with good numbers though, as Cloutier gets support from Ashley. To the line, not out. This is Vucinovic. Ashley tries to run him over. Vucinovic still with the puck. Tries to go short side with the angle to the line, kept in. Exit's not as sharp here in the first. Backhand tipped in front by Vucinovic. Beckius comes together with him. Ashley comes back to short support Cloutier. That shot's blocked by Beckius. Good job by Anderson tying up his man. This has been all Waconia here for the first 4 minutes. Good body usage there by Cloutier, and Anderson couldn't have the puck, and Chase flicks the puck up into the net, and we get a whistle and stoppage. Wildcats are swarming here, as much of this play has been in the New Prague end, first 5 minutes. Power plays, New Prague 1 for 3, Waconia 0 for 1. Shots on goal 13-9, just 1-1 in the first 5 minutes of the period. But zone time, possession time, I think New Prague had the better of it in the first period. Waconia here to start the second. Puck did not get out. That's fired, and a wrist shot stopped by Keno. Whistle and stop. Dorzinski, Fronick, Whitty, the forwards for New Prague. Waconia, that slap shot, or the wrist shot sent deflected wide. That was Carson Herman with the opportunity. Whitty, Dorzinski. 3 guys on the wall. Grayson tries to get out and does. Joined by Fronick. Here's Grayson, stick handling past the zone. Tried to step around Herman, could not. Whitty behind the back pass looking for Dorzinski. Fronick racing against Herman. Waconia wins the puck from the Wildcats on the breakout. Whitty will backhand in. Grayson's going to change. Dorzinski and Fronick stay. Good stick there by Jack. Trojans finish the change. Good work by Dorzinski. Maybe this line can get some momentum back. Here will be Grayson Rue. Rue's going to hit his man. Good legal hit on Cameron Schneider. Rue is knocked down. Joey Bush against his man. Good body usage. Keenan Huber support. His wrist shot goes all the way through. Wojtas down the wall. Okay, New Prague getting some offensive zone time back. Give credit to the trio of 6, 36, and 24 as that wrist shot from Bush handled. That's how you flip momentum. You need a good shift like that. Spend some time in the offensive zone. Don't think New Prague was dangerous with any of their stuff, but they needed to tilt the ice back a little bit. That's a good response shift by that crew. Draw one by Waconia. Here's Klumpke on the forehand. That's it. New Prague now bottling up Waconia on their breakouts. Ashley has the puck knocked away and absorbing the hit from Walker. That wrist shot, oh boy, that just missed. A little wide of the glove. Tipped in front, and Pregame comes back in his own end. Good cross ice pass to Borwidge leading the rush. Cade fires. Left glove save by Wozniak. And crashing into him, sniffing for a rebound, was Walker Anderson. Good pass by Caden on the breakout. And I think a smart shot by Borwidge. Got enough of it, had enough velocity to give the goaltender trouble, leading to a potential rebound. 10:04 to play, second period. Tied at 1. Puck's back to center. Borwidge will come in onside. Cade, wrist shot up into the net. Deflected. Good stick there by Carter Dietz. Give New Prague credit. You know, after the first 4 minutes, I thought was all Waconia here. You know, the last 2 minutes has been all on the Wildcats' end. New Prague's been able to kind of take that punch and not give up a goal. Took one gut punch, and they've been able to, you know, get their breathing back and have carried the play the last couple of minutes. To the line, Borwidge keeps in. They say no. I thought he was good, but regardless, Waconia has the puck at center. Anderson does a good job centering his man. Ashley pokes the puck away, sniffing for a break. Here's Tyler Applin. Applin up the wall for Caden, excuse me. I do that too much. It's Cade Borwidge and Caden Pregame. We'll get her. Here comes Waconia. Fired in on the forehand, high off the glass by Maxwell Kelly. Waconia looking for a change. It's in Applin's feet. Tyler couldn't find it initially, and Waconia has the puck. Centering pass. Puck taken out of the slot, goes back to the point, fires! Oh, what a glove save by Kenow. McGuire Knorr with the opportunity, and Dylan's best save of the period there. As I think that was labeled. I think that was going to be inside the post. We'll take a look here on the Twin Cities Featherlight and Trailers replay. It's a good shot and a really good save by the sophomore netminder. 9:08 to play, second period. Dorzinski wins the draw. Beckius on the backhand for Fronick. Here comes Fronick. He's got Grayson Whitty. Good pass by Jack. Right on the stick of Grayson, who goes wide. He's marked there by McGuire Knorr. Dorzinski with support. And Waconia comes away with the puck. It was a good pass by Fronick onto the stick of Whitty. But equally good job by Knorr there to take away the opportunity. Knorr will use the glass. Tough one for Cloutier to handle. All right, good work, though, by Beckius in support of his partner as Chase came back, and they swarmed and swallowed the Waconia attempt. 8:31 to play, second period. Tied at 1. Next broadcast 5 days from now, Tuesday night, home St. Louis Park. Waconia played St. Louis Park and lost to them 5-3 their last time out. Sent towards the net. Waconia off the draw. Baseball swing by Cameron Schneider. Here's Waconia, dangerous behind the net. Good job by Grayson Rue coming back in support. Good play by Rue. Bush is able to hit Huber, who springs Wojtis. Wojtis backhand pass across, but gloved down by the Waconia defenseman, and they come back potential for odd man rush. Good job by Bush skating back, and Kenow is going to glove the opportunity, and boy, the referee from center ice is going to, Joey's going to go. Bush is going to go for a rough or a cross check, probably a cross check after the whistle. So Waconia is going to go on the power play. So Waconia will go on their second power play. Should be a cross check, I think. Yep, and there's the call. So this penalty kill brought to you by Master Electric. I think a strength of New Prague this to start the second period has been the back checking of their forwards, coming deep in their zone when they needed to get in the way, cause havoc, not allow clean opportunities. Waconia on the man advantage for the second time. Borwidge wins the puck to August. August on the forehand, good job. High enough off the glass to make it a tough opportunity for Herman. So Bush for cross-checking, second minor for New Prague. Here comes Waconia on the breakout. Looking to go ahead. eludes August. Centering pass, Anderson comes back, and the backhand swoop by Beckius gets the puck down. Second clear for New Prague. They've cleared a fourth of the manpower advantage. Whitty and Anderson up front. Here comes Waconia on the power play. Anderson harasses his man. Borwidge knocks his man down. Walker on the forehand. Beckius will look for his third clear, but a good job by August. Good patience with the puck. Hits Grayson Whitty, gives him time and space, and Grayson ends up losing it. Should be offsides, and it is. Grayson fumbled the puck a little bit. So neutral zone draw with minute 4, left on the cross-checking minor to Bush. Torzinski and Whitty, Prochek and Applin. A pretty good hockey game here from the New Prague Community Center. Pretty good start. Waconia will regroup, and they look to set their power play breakout together. Under a minute to go to the minor on Bush. Gain the red, gain the blue. Waconia gets good zone entry here. It's fired high off the glass. Grayson will jam it, not out. How about Riley on the forehand all the way around, and that will be kept in by Clemens. Clemens down the wall. Centering pass in front across the slot. It just misses wide. That opportunity for Samson Engster, set up by Connor Reek. To the line, not out. Still not out. 6:15 to go in the period. 13 seconds left on the power play. Bush will be out. Good pass. Waconia, good skate by Applin. Point, Clemens. Across, off the heel of the stick of Enker. That's fire deflected into the corner. Bush is out. Pregame, though, takes his spot. Caden's back, and we're 5-on-5. Good Master Electric penalty kill there. New Prague 2 for 2, being shorthanded. Comes Waconia, they touch up. Tyler, good pass for Caden. Applin into the, actually I thought it was in the Waconia bench. It's not. That's going to be icing as it kind of rolled the top rim of the rink for a little bit. Icing, whistle. Defensive zone draw for the Trojans. Once again, second period, we'll have our flag bearer interview with friends and family of the 4 senior skaters. Also get second period highlights and replays. And Mitchell and I will talk about our senior player spotlight, Cade Borwidge, today. Here we go, Ashley. Here's Walker after it, trying to win the race to the puck, but the goaltender, Wozniak, steps out of his crease. Take it. Here's Carson Ashley. Waconia counterattacking, potential for a 2-on-1. Right pad saved by Kenow. Rebound and a left shoulder save by Kenow. Sophomore netminder is playing very, very well in his net once again. Just his second varsity action. Wildcats have the puck. There's Cloutier. Cloutier leads for Beckius. Beckius pass hits Anderson on the tape. Here comes Walker, end of his shift. As Walker knocked down, centering pass fails to click. Huber coming forward. Keenan bangs the puck in the corner. That allows New Prague to finish their change with 4.5 to play in the second. Huber harassing his man. Anderson supports him. Walker back to the point, and Borwidge. Borwidge fires, but Walker's going to go for cross-checking. Actually, they're going to bring both. I know Anderson's going for us. They got one going as well. I think we're going to skate 5-on-5. I'm sorry, it's going to be Keenan Huber. So rough and a hold. So holding on Stifter. Rough on Huber. My mistake. I thought it was Anderson who came together with him. But it was not. It was Huber. I missaw. So holding on Waconia. Should be a cross check. They might have called it rough, but retaliatory penalty on Huber. So we are going to skate 5-on-5 still. 1-1, 4:23 left in the second. Shots on goal. Waconia 20, New Prague 11. 1 and 11 are different numbers. There's Fronic with a good hit on the board and a good stick. Good play by Fronic, and he was hooked as a stick in the hands. Grayson Whitty comes forward as the puck's dumped into the crowd. That was Jack Fronic's best play of the game. Did a good job winning the puck, kept the puck in, then won the puck with his reach, and then a blatant hook into the hands kind of didn't allow him to make the next play. Good job by the freshman, 23, Jack Fronic for New Prague. Gorzinski wins the draw clean. Applin for Beckius. Oh, the deflection in front. The bounding puck just goes wide as Fronic sniffing for it. Under 4 to play in the second period, tied at 1. Pucks to center, right booted by Applin. Second time he's done that, and Grayson Whitty will skate forward. Whitty kind of on his own. Gorzinski back for Beckius. August had a good second period. Deflected in, tipped nicely, I think, by Applin. Waconia now looking to break out. Rink wide pass. Stifter. Beckius forward, knocks it. Actually for Herman, not Stifter. Turned over, here's Beckius. August fires and into the breadbasket of Wozniak. As New Prague's best opportunity of the period. Forcing a turnover in the neutral zone, and New Prague had numbers. As there's that bounding puck off the face-off play. And hit the forechecker and bounds wide. And the turnover forced there, a really good opportunity for Beckius. And he probably wants that one back. One is that left wrist shot from the right point, seen easily and all the way by Wozniak, who fields the ground ball. Whistle stoppage. 3:13 to play. Good opportunity off the draw for Anderson. New Prague, after the first 4 minutes, I think they found their game. They've done just fine here. Here comes Waconia skating to center, marked by Krocek. Good stick by Riley. Ashley has the puck, though, knocked away from him by Isaiah Stifter, wearing 5 for Waconia. Haven't called his name yet. It's Carter Dietz pitching in at the point. Pregame gets it out. And Caden's had a good second period as well. Riley got caught a little high here as the puck is dangerous and finally swept away by Borwidge. Potential for numbers, 4-on-3 for New Prague if they go. Borwidge stays on side. Walker, Brigham, as Brigham is knocked over just as he was going to release. Waconia counters attacks, 3-on-1, but they're gassed. Not much legs left. Good shot or pass blocked by Riley Krocek. New Prague will fire to center and take it there by Anderson. Here comes Walker with some time and space. Slot and fires over the right shoulder. Fire wagon hockey here in the to end the second. 2:09 left. Hits the referee. August Beckius, good hand-eye coordination to keep the puck in. A lot of chances here in the last couple of minutes. Here comes Waconia. Gorzinski pesters his man. Connor Reek pushes it forward. Beckius with the puck there, looking for Rue. Tough one for him to handle. Whitus is after it. And Jackson will be on the puck first. Shielding, allowing New Prague to join the zone with them, and New Prague tries to establish the forecheck. Grayson has the puck taken away, though, and Waconia will look to break out. Okay. Beckius has the puck again. He's had the puck a lot in the second period. Here's Cloutier, reversing to August. Beckius for Whitus. On the heel of Dorzinski, though, who does end up winning the puck. Here's Owen fires, left pad saved by Wozniak. 1:08 to play, second period. No goals here in the second. The spirit has picked up. I think Waconia was the better team the first 4 minutes. I think New Prague's been a little bit better the last half for sure of the frame. Here's Ashley. Has the puck stick checked off his blade. Waconia comes to center, but New Prague has numbers back. Cade has the puck roll off his stick, and Kenow is going to leave. Actually, he's not going to leave. He's going to, Whitty's going to go for a board or a cross check. Grayson's going to go. New Prague's going to be shorthanded for the third time. So Whitty's going to go cross checking. So for the third time in the game, Master Electric sponsoring the penalty kill. I think New Prague's PK has been very, very good. Both the first two opportunities really didn't give up a sniff. And they get to chop this one in half, kill off 40 seconds, and be able to regroup in the room and kill off the rest. New Prague's 1 for 3 on the power play. Waconia so far 0 for 2. Draws down in a weird play. Deflected into the crowd. Get another whistle. Shots on goal in the period, 8-8. 2016 Waconia for the game, but New Prague's had the last 5. Good job. Defensive zone draw won by Huber. Walker Anderson will push the puck the rest of the way. Half minute to play in period 2. Score is 1-1. Gleason for Waconia in the first. Ashley on the power play from Anderson and Beckus. Here comes Keenan Huber. Huber fires, and Wozniak to save. Not much angle there for Keenan. Got a lot out of it. Good job by New Prague. Generating a scoring chance, shorthanded. Yeah, it's been just a little quicker to the pucks for a lot of the game. New Prague's won more pucks than they've lost. I don't think that was true against Hutchinson. Actually, I know it's not true against Hutchinson. The energy level is there. 10 seconds left in the second. Power play turned over. Anderson with Ashley with him. Walker and Carter looked to support him there. Just failed to click. That's going to do it for period number 2. A good period. Like Waconia came out of the locker room and played a really solid first 4 minutes. And I think New Prague had that one good shift, the real good shift by the Dorzinski line. Dorzinski with Fronic. I think it was Grayson Whitty with them as well. I think they were able to kind of flip the ice a little bit, change the momentum there. And I think after that point, New Prague was the better hockey team. Not a ton of chances in the period, but when they came in flurries. Kind of back and forth hockey there. That back third of the second period. So a good period. I thought maybe the first was a little more cleanly played by both teams, but a good period, good spirit, and I think we're deservedly still locked up, knotted up, tied at 1 after 2 periods of play. What should we do first? Highlights? Replays? What do you want? Commercial? We are going to take our commercial timeout. When we come back, we'll have second period highlights. We'll have the Flagberry interview for you, and then Mitchell's going to join us, and we're going to talk about Cade Borwidge, our senior spotlight, as well as touch on senior night. We're 1-1 after 2. You're watching Trojans Boys Hockey.
Is your garage door giving you trouble? Whether it's a broken spring, malfunctioning opener, or you need a brand new door, AAI Garage Door is here to help. Doug and his team at AAI Garage Doors bring over 20 years of experience to every repair and installation, providing fast, reliable, and affordable solutions for your garage door needs. Serving New Prague and surrounding areas like Belle Plaine, Shakopee, Prior Lake, and more, we're proud to be your trusted local garage door experts. Call Doug today at 952-465-9409 or visit AAIGarageDoors.com for fast, friendly service. AAI Garage Doors, bringing you peace of mind, one door at a time.
Home. It's where your story begins, and every story deserves a beautiful place to unfold. At Rocksmith Granite and Quartz, we craft surfaces made for real life, warm gatherings, busy mornings, and everything in between. From bright, inviting kitchens to calming, beautifully designed bathrooms, we bring craftsmanship, care, and elegance to every space. Whether you're building a new home or refreshing the one you love, Rocksmith Granite and Quartz, you're going to love our work.
If you are interested in a new furnace, AC, water heater, or water softener and want professional and quality installations along with great pricing, give us a call. Full Circle Mechanical, fully covering your home comfort needs. 651-315-2000, and let's go Trojans!
Mental health impacts every aspect of our lives. Yet for too long, it's been treated as a conversation to avoid. At Duck Cup Memorial, we know the cost of silence is far too high. That's why we've made it our mission to bring real stories and life-saving education to schools and communities. Through courage and connection, we're equipping young people, parents, and teachers with tools to recognize and address mental health struggles before it's too late. We do this because we believe no one should feel alone. We do this because every life matters, and we do this because in every season, your mental health matters. Help us bring hope to more communities. Your support, whether through donations, sharing our message, or wearing our merchandise, fuels our mission to end the stigma and build a culture of care. We hope you'll join us.
For over 90 years, Witt Construction has been building dreams in New Prague and the surrounding communities. They're a family-owned and operated business and are proud to be led by former New Prague Trojan hockey players who understand the importance of teamwork and dedication. That's why they're committed to providing their customers with the best possible experience. Whether you're building a new custom home, renovating your existing home, or need commercial construction services, they'll work with you to create a space that meets your unique needs and budget. They also will offer a wide range of other services, including excavation and deck building. So no matter what your project is, they can help you get it done right. Visit their website or call them today for more information.
Hero Home Services is your trusted ally in home comfort. Whether it's plumbing, heating, cooling, drains, ducts, or electrical, visit callhero.com now to schedule your service.
And welcome back once again after 2 periods of play, knotted at 1. Two good hockey teams, over 500, Waconia and New Prague, Metro West opener for the Trojans, and it's been a good hockey game. Let's take a look at some of the action here in the second period. All this, again, game 1-1 going into the 2. I think Waconia had the puck. New Prague pinned in their own end a little bit the first 4 or 5 minutes, but then as you can see, Dylan Kenow up to I thought not super busy in the first period. Dylan made a couple of huge saves in the first, but I thought really looked sure of himself in the second and made 4 or 5 what I would call really, really good saves in the frame. Just the sophomore goaltender continuing to impress. There's that shot off the shot blocker as the face-off play as Beckius's shot hits the anchor and just eludes wide, and then the turnover forced is New Prague with a 3-on-1. Beckius elects shot there as the goaltender takes away the angle. But good job by New Prague forcing the turnover for that opportunity. I thought New Prague on the offensive zone draws, they were able to win one clean there and get the top goal scorer Walker Anderson with this opportunity. And I thought that was a pretty good shot selection, trying to get the goaltender to cheat a little bit. And then here's Anderson across the slot as just trying to go up over the shoulder stick side of the goaltender and just got a little too much loft under it. This was a good play by Dorzinski. Again, I think it was their line that started tilting the ice back for New Prague side. So again, I think there was a lot of good, and this was Huber's opportunity late in the period from a tough angle. But good job by Keenan being physical, skating to and through the puck, and tried to drive that one through the netminder Marek Wozniak. So that was your second period replays and highlights. It's again brought to you by Twin Cities Featherlight and Trailers. We were able to get our flag bearers. The theme of our flag bearers today, friends and families of our senior players. I think Lacey was able to take care of that. Let's hear from our flag bearers now.
Hi Trojans, I'm here on a special night. It's senior night, and we're going to introduce our flag bearers. What's your name?
Stella Rue.
And who is your favorite player on the New Prague varsity?
Grayson Rue. Duh.
And is that because he's your brother?
Of course.
Awesome. How do you think he's doing this year?
Amazing.
Awesome. All right, next player, why don't you come on in? Hi, bud. Why don't you tell us your name, number, and position?
20, Owen, and Senna.
Awesome. Who's your favorite player on the New Prague varsity?
Jackson Whitus.
And how do you think he's doing this year?
Great.
Great. All right, next player, come on in. Hi, bud. What's your name?
Emmett.
What's your number?
13.
And what's your position?
Center and defense.
Awesome. And who's your favorite player on the new Prague varsity?
Cade.
Cade, how do you think he's doing this year?
Good.
Good. All right, next player, come on in. Hi, bud. Why don't you tell us your name, number, and position?
Okay. My name's Ethan Bombardo. I play center. My number is 19.
And who's your favorite player on the new Prague varsity?
Chase.
Hold up his fat head. Let's see it. Awesome. How do you think he's doing this year?
Good.
Good. All right, everyone come on in. They have a little message for our seniors. All right, let's tell them good luck tonight. 3, 2, 1. Good luck tonight! Awesome. And now let's end on a Go Trojans. 3, 2, 1. Go Trojans!
And thank you very much, Lacey, and thank you to Full Circle Mechanical for allowing that to happen. Once again, it is senior night here, but we'll talk about the seniors, but do want to feature one of them, the OMSC Oral Maxillofacial Surgical Consultants Senior Spotlight, Cade Borwidge, joined here by Mitchell up here. As you can see, some of the notes on Cade. When I think of Cade Mitchell, it's the way he moves and the way he skates and the way his body is. I mean, he looks like a hockey player, and he's able to do everything. You know, he can shoot it, he can pass it, he can play the physical game, he can play the skill game. He's just an all-around good hockey player.
Yeah, Cade's that guy that I know. He's just a great athlete all around. He's a three-sport athlete, really good at football. He's got a few college offers for football, and then obviously hockey. He's a great player on our team here, and he's just a grinder. He knows what to do with the puck all the time, and he's always making the right plays. He's quick, and yeah.
And what I've noticed over the last 3 years is guys like playing with him, like defense partners want to be paired with Cade. Like, you know, whether it's August or Joey, whoever it is, I hope I'm getting ice time with Cade. I hope I'm getting ice time with Cade. And I thought even the Hutchinson game, when Cade had to sit the game for the questionable penalty before, he was noticeably missed. And sometimes you don't realize how valuable guys are until you don't see them out on the ice.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely brings a sense of leadership to that side of the bench on the back end there. He will make you look really good out there if you're partnered with him. So the guys definitely like being with him. He's a great leader. He makes everybody feel good, doesn't put anyone down, picks everyone up. So I think, yeah, that's what guys want. They just want to be out there with Cade, and he's a great leader on the bench and in the locker room.
Yeah, talk about Cade a little bit off the ice. Everything we've heard about him, even in the coach's interview, talking with Colton, is how much of a good athlete, three-sport athlete, all that. But talk about what are some things off the ice? What are some quirky things, funny things? What are some things that you know about Cade that maybe some viewers at home wouldn't?
As serious as he is out here, and as emotionally as he is out here, Cade loves to have a good time. He's funny to talk to, funny to hang out with. He'll always crack a joke with you and have a laugh. So it's never a boring time when you're hanging out with Cade.
Do you think Cade likes playing defense? Does he do it out of need? Would he rather play forward? I know he started his kind of hockey career up front. I know he's a guy as a captain. He's going to do whatever's best for the team. But what's more enjoyable for him, do you think?
I guess I really don't know. I think he does prefer playing defense, but like you said, when he needs to go up and help out the forwards, he definitely does, and he takes that role proudly. And like you said, he does what he needs to for the team.
He's a guy I don't think I would mess with either. I don't think if I'm in front of the net hockey, I don't think he's a guy's stick that I want in between my shoulder blades. Is that fair?
No, yeah, he gets into a certain mode, he gets into Cade mode, and you don't want to mess with him there. He's locked in for sure.
It is senior night here, so again, featuring Cade Borwidge, but I want to talk a little bit about all you guys a little bit, the seniors, and again, we were able to talk at length about Jackson Whitus a little bit in our last broadcast in there about Cade, but take a look at the 2026 seniors, and again, it's not a huge class, Mitchell, but you guys matter, and it's clear what you guys bring to the program, and just kind of talk about what that group of 8 means to you and means to this program.
Yeah, real quickly about Jackson Whitus, what we were talking about last night with that net presence, that's what we saw in that first goal. That goalie couldn't see anything, and that's why we scored that first goal. Yeah. But otherwise, I love these guys at the bottom of my heart, and it was unfortunate. We had a few other guys that I thought would be joining us this season that unfortunately couldn't. Otherwise, these 8 are just great guys all around. Shout out Carter Tupi, got his skate around tonight, and he's having a good day for sure.
talk a little bit about Carter. Just there's a vibe, all right, and not only guys on the bench cheer for him, but the rest of the seniors, but the student body. Like Carter Tupi has a lot of fans in this school, and you know what he's able to bring to the vibe of the program is, for somebody that's outside the program like myself, it's clear and noticeable, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah, Carter's presence is loved all around. He always brings a smile into the room, no matter where he is. After a loss, when he walks in the room, it's always just a little uplifting when Carter walks in. So it was really cool to see him do all that tonight, and he got a big standing ovation when he came out and got announced as a starter. So.
Real quick before we go to the third period, 1-1 hockey game. I think this has been a good hockey game. What do you think? What do you think, Mitchell? What needs to change? Maybe not change, but what are you looking for New Prague to have success in the third period and get a victory?
Yeah, we need to keep being aggressive. All these guys know, and I know I used to play in Waconia. It's the team you don't like when you see them on the ice. So we need to keep the aggression up, get pucks out of our zone. Our breakout's been a little sloppy tonight, but we can definitely fix that. We did change our forecheck coming into this game, and I think it's paying off. I could see a lot of improvement in the offensive zone, but just getting it out of the D zone is mainly, they're getting a lot of time possession in the D zone. So.
Very good. That's Mitchell. Thanks for your thoughts.
All right,
Sully's
thank
up
you.
here as well, working on the camera. These two guys do a great job. I think we have the best broadcast in the state. Again, I get too much credit for it, being the voice, but these guys up here are top notch with those replays, being on time, and I just think it's really, really cool what we got going on here. So good job up here. Waconia has taken the ice. New Prague has taken the ice, and we're going to be here for a good third period of hockey. New Prague is going to have to kill a minute 20 seconds left of a minor penalty to Grayson Whitty. Whitty took a cross-checking penalty late in period 2. So the first goal for New Prague, kill off the penalty, and then go forward and get a victory. I think a win today against Waconia, a rival, if you will. As New Prague hasn't played their best hockey in the last couple of weeks, I think this could change things, get back to where they were in those first 6 when they were really rolling. So I think a lot of this has been good. Let's kill a penalty. Let's get a goal. Go from there and get a victory. And an 8-4-2 after 14 with the weekend off, and then St. Louis Park, a good hockey team coming in 5 days from now. So we're all set. We're all ready to go. Want to congratulate all the seniors, all 8 of them. Yeah. Whether they're players or managers. Senior night's always cool. I've coached forever. Senior night means a lot to a lot of people. Parents at home, grandparents, brothers and sisters. Let's get one. Torzinski and Huber up front with Krocek and Borwidge, and the draw 1, and Riley fires down. And that, and Huber with the spark of energy was first one to the puck. He's knocked down. Referees say play on. Again, Waconia on the power play for the 3rd time in this hockey game, looking to go ahead. Wildcats gain the zone. This is Clemens. Brendan Clemens. Krocek marking him. High slot, dangerous, wrist shot deflected wide, good stick, I think, by Krocek. Good start for Riley, and we're half a minute into period number 2. 51 seconds left on the minor to Grayson. Ashley and Walker Anderson now the 2 forwards. And Waconia wins this draw. There's Joey Bush, Ashley, and Anderson all in the same spot. Kept in, though, by Waconia. Prague's got to be wary of their spacing. Beckius reverses. Good play there. There's Anderson with some time. Good job by Walker, banging the puck back to center. Half a minute left on the minor to Whitty. Beckius, good hit by him. Rubbing his man out allows Walker to send down the length of the ice. And this could be one of those momentum-building penalty kills if they can finish it off. 17 seconds left. And New Prague, the PK, has been wonderful tonight. Last rush for Waconia. McGuire-Knorr. Ashley puts him into the wall. Fired in by Waconia. 3 seconds left on the penalty to Grayson. Bush using his body and will clear the puck to center. Just a perfect minute 20 start for New Prague. Puck set in the net, and now the Trojans will be able to reset, reorganize, and set their 5-on-5 lines. Well, you can't start better than that. Nothing dangerous. Puck does not come out to center, so we're going to have a defensive zone draw for New Prague. And Dylan Kenow stopped 19 of 20 shots in his second start. Keenan and Applin working, but Waconia takes the puck. That's Puck's left pad save as Kenow sliding from right to left. I didn't think Dylan was able to center that one, but was able to get the left pad on it. And now Rue looking for Wojtis. I don't think Jackson's had the puck on his stick as much in this game as Tab. He's doing a good job. Again, heard Mitchell talk about his net front presence on that power play goal. As Applin, Tyler comes forward, pushes the puck lower. Torzinski pushing on Stifter. Again, 28 in purple, their leading scorer. Grayson not able to keep out, and here comes Waconia. One-on-one back, but New Prague actually finishing a change. Riley Krocek comes back onto the ice. Tyler Applin with the hit against his man. Riley having a little trouble. Jackson comes back for it. Dorzinski with support. High slot. Here's Grayson Rue as the puck knocked forward, and Applin's just going to push the puck down the ice. Man, it's going to roll wide, and for icing, relieving pressure there was Tyler. .14:22 left in regulation. I think a big game for both teams. These two teams will play again. Puck's rung around the wall. Dorzinski below the red line. For Fronick, and Fronick beats his man. That's a great play by Fronick to start a 2-on-1 with Dorzinski. Centering pass in front. I think Owen just got a little wide there. As Waconia will counter-attack. Good job by Whitty, leaving for Dorzinski. 3-on-2. Fronick, as Joey Bush joined the rush once again. Grayson Whitty, his man off the puck. New Prague got a couple opportunities, weren't able to do a ton with them. So that puck sent, that should be icing, and it is. On the cross ice dump. Didn't gain the red line. Offensive zone draw for New Prague. After the game, Brandware is going to sponsor our 3 stars of the game. This one's going to be a little harder to pick because really New Prague as a group is doing well. I don't think anybody exploding off the page, but as a group is just a solid, 16 skater performance. August Beckius with the hit. Here's Chase Cloutier. Cloutier up the wall, but knocked forward by Waconia. The puck's behind the goal line. August Beckius coming away with the puck, looking for Caden Brigaman. Cloutier resets in his own end, not able to get the puck out, and Carson Ashley with a good open ice hit, coming together with McCoy Archambault. Prague having a little trouble exiting. Here's Caden Brigaman, and he's going to ice it. Maybe it does go far enough. Puck was on edge. Whistle stoppage. Trojans had a little trouble on their exit there. Couldn't quite get the puck past the right defenseman, and Waconia had their best shift of the third. Just under 13 minutes to play in regulation, still knotted at 1. The goals, if you're just joining us in the first period, Nicholas Gleason from Carson Herman, and really Carson who made the really good play. As here's Jackson Wojtis after the puck. And then 4 or 5 minutes later, it was Carson Ashley getting his 7th goal, as Wojtis in front had the puck stopped by Wozniak, who reached out his stick at the last second. There's Applin. Applin for Grayson Rue. Behind the back pass for Huber. New Prague establishing a forecheck. Huber spun off his guy neatly, but the puck rolls off his stick, and Waconia comes to center. As Tyler Applin work a centering pass. Late developing one as Kyler Cox was able to win the battle. Whitus tries to spring Rue. Borwidge coming forward, and he will fire the puck the length of the ice. Here's Fronick on the forecheck. Fronick gets discarded by Stifter. Krocek and Enker coming together. New Prague knocks the stick out of his hands. Riley to Whitty. Whitty forward looking for Dorzo. And Waconia keeps in. Here is Krocek with time and space in his own end. He will skate forward. Good play by Riley. Just eludes Joey's tape, but Bush lets the puck go through, and wrist shot, glove save by Wozniak. Pretty smart play by Joey. He knew the pass wasn't going to be tape to tape, so he allowed the puck to continue, and he played the bank off the boards. Good athletic read there by Joey Bush, and allowed him to have a little speed entering the blue line. 11:37 to play, third period. Tied at 1. Turned over by Waconia. Anderson recalibrates in the neutral zone. Here is Walker on the forehand. Good pass for Ashley. Carson Ashley will push forward. Thought maybe he would go behind a reversal to Riley. He decided not to. Puck sent down is Krocek racing against his man. I think Riley's tired. I think Riley needs a change. Been on the ice for a long shift. Bush looking ahead, looking for Caden Brigham. Here comes Brigham forward. He's nudged off. Guys come together. That was him and Brendan Clemens. Good job by the officials to say play on. As Bush has the puck roll off his toe. And into the Waconia end. Good up there by Herman. Klucher working against his man. Centering pass in front. Good angle by Chase there. Again, on senior night. Anderson coming back in his own zone. Waconia is dangerous here. High slot in front, just goes wide. Swept away by Cloutier. Glove down by the Wildcats. This is Isaiah Stifter. Stifter wearing 5 in purple. They go D to D towards the net, deflected. That goes just wide. Rue comes back and will chip the length of the ice. And Waconia goaltender, they are going to call icing, as the puck did cross the red line. So icing the call. Not the same rule as the NHL, where, the NHL, if the goaltender goes to make a play, icing's waved off immediately. Not the same in high school hockey. So icing the call, 10:04 to play in regulation. Waconia wins the draw, and that puck sent towards the net. I think it was going wide, but Kenow making sure, getting the left pad on it. Wildcats have had some offensive zone time here in the last minute and a half. Here comes Fronick. Fronick for Whitty. I think Jack's had a really good, strong game. Grayson Whitty wide fires, and just missed high and wide up over the right shoulder. All the way back in the new Prague zone, we get a whistle, and they're going to call offsides. The end. I've been impressed with the freshman. I think Jack Fronick's had a really good, especially the second period and some of the third. I think Jack's done a nice job. He's winning more puck battles, and a guy of his size, he comes away with the puck more times than not. Boy, that just missed too on that opportunity by Grayson Whitty down the right wing. Ashley Anderson and Caden Brigham. And fired in by Carson Herman. Kenow will leave there for Tyler. Applin. His forehand to Brigham. Brigham trying to go up the wall. He does. Here comes Walker with little speed. He's going to be joined by Ashley. 2-on-2. Top playmakers for Dupre. Rebound. Oh, what a save. With the right pad on the rebound by Brigham. First opportunity by Anderson. Stop, but the second opportunity, a great chance. And Wozniak up to the task, keeping this game tied at 1. Wildcats send forward, blockered off softly behind the net. Here's Cade Borwidge. Borwidge will ice it, and we get a stoppage. Take a look at that last opportunity. You see Walker on the forehand. It was the rebound by Brigham that I got excited about. Pretty good opportunity. This one, right pad save, pushing off. Good stop by Wozniak, who has stopped 20 of 21, 19 of 20. There's Riley Krochek, forehand looking for Grayson Rue. Again, 4 senior skaters for New Prague. Rue, Cloutier, Borwidge, and Jackson Wojtis as the Trojans ice it again. .8:42 to play in regulation. Fun hockey game. Much more fun. Best one in the last couple weeks, that's for sure. Hope you're enjoying it at home. Draws down, that hits traffic. Good shot block. I think Bush got part of it. Rue is after. They're going to wave off icing. Goaltender comes out, and Wozniak makes a good play. Jackson Wojtis on the forehand sends back in. Rue turns it over. Here's Grayson. And knocked down. Referees say play on. As New Prague forces a turnover. Here come the Wildcats to center. And pushed it, shoved it in the wall with Samson Enker. It was Grayson Rue, a little frustrated going to the bench. I think he thought he was hooked a little bit as he tried to make the backhand move. Riley Krochek, falling down. And that's going to be icing as Dorzinski fell down. As Riley tried to hit him. So another icing, 8:01 to play in regulation. No, I was wrong. I made it up. That's the fan in me. No hook there. As a pretty good defensive play there by Waconia. Good stick check. As Grayson Rue trying to generate the opportunity. Good job by the Wildcat defender. Sometimes you just want something to be true. There's Beckius. Good up to Whitty. Here's Grayson Whitty. Fronick stays on side, and Grayson has the puck swept off his stick. Here are the Wildcats to center. On the forehand was Maxwell Kelly. Chase Cloutier looking for Dorzinski, but picked off by Isaiah Stifter. Fired in. Here's Beckius. August's pass, I think, at the back of the net. So it didn't get all the way to Whitty clean, but the puck does come out to center. And the Wildcats gain the blue line. It was a good job by Cloutier and Whitty defensively. Dorzinski with the good hit. Chase had to recover his stick. Grayson tries to get out, cannot. Kept in by Stifter. Here is the other Stifter, and New Prague will relieve pressure and ice it. 7:12 to play in regulation. These two teams will meet again on Friday, January 23rd in Waconia. That will be end of a 4-game road trip for New Prague. After they play St. Louis Park at home, 4 on the road before Chanhassen comes here. It was Caden Pregame. Pregame softly for Anderson. That was good touch on that pass. Walker stops. Ashley looking for the one-timer. Similar play to the power play goal in the first period. This one, though, Carson not able to get centered. Again, Carson Ashley is the goal scorer, and he's had a much better hockey game than the game against Hutchinson a few days ago. Here's Borwidge. Borwidge for Pregame. Caden comes off the puck a little bit. Does allow the Wildcats to take and fire in. 6:30 to play in regulation. Good stick left by Caden. Ashley trying to, really nice play by Stifter at the line, because Carson was going to be in clean because he had good speed generated through the neutral zone. Clemens, Stifter on the backhand, and he will be the first one to the puck. Applin ties him up. Ashley delivers a shoulder. Waconia has the puck, though, and a good shot block by Grayson Rue. Stick is down. Grayson trying to win the puck, and Rue was harassed as the stick was dropped. A good battle by Kyler Cox, and Grayson Rue's had a couple of near opportunities here in the third. Oh, that goes just wide. A good attempt by Waconia. Late developing play by Connor Reek, and that shot through the slot as Joey Bush knocked his man down. Most dangerous Waconia has been here in the third. Bush, good job, good hit. Walker Anderson back in his own zone. He's just going to use the high flip. Good touch on that. Bush will take the puck. He's knocked away. Here's Keenan Huber. Huber reversing for Jackson Wojtis. There's Waconia to the line, not out. Sent towards the net by Huber. Here's Whitty. Grayson plays to himself. Good stick handling there. Whitty in front, looking for Huber. As I looked almost slow motion there, as everyone kind of just watching Whitty with the puck. Nice play by Bush. Great play by Joey. Jackson tried to go across the ice for Whitty. Couldn't hit him. Riley Krocek. White is coming back and sent to center. New Prague will get a couple of guys off on a change, but not everyone. Here come the Wildcats, and that's gobbled up by Kenow. With the save with under 5 to play in regulation. Not a ton of chances each way. At all. More shots on goal, just a couple aside here, right, in the period. 24-20 is what's listed. Both teams playing hard, though. Unquestionably playing hard. And here's Anderson circling in his own end, leaves for Borwich. Cade, high flip looking for Pregame, but stepping forward with Stifter. Stifter come down, and he's hauled down. No call. Beckius to play. Pregame will just hit the center. Anderson couldn't quite push the puck past the defenseman McCullen Mayo. Back to the Waconia blue line and sent forward. Is it going to be icing? They do call it. Linesman with his hand in the air, icing the call. 4:14 to play, regulation. Who's going to get the game winner? Who's due? Maybe Huber. I'm calling Huber. I'm calling Keenan with the game winner. Draws down. Waconia will ice it again. And New Prague with an offensive zone draw with 4:06 to go. Who you guys got? Who's getting the winner? I got Keenan. Who do you got? Walker. Sully's got Walker. Mitchell's got
Chase Cloutier.
Chase Cloutier on senior night. Here's Winnie Grayson. Oh, backhand. Stopped by Wozniak. Walking the red line. Dorzinski forced a turnover. Here's Fronick is trying to center a pass in front, looking for Whitty. Good shift here by these boys. I like this line. We talked pregame about New Prague mixing up their lines a little bit. I've been happy with this one. I think 24, 7, and 23 have been just fine. Here's Grayson Whitty. Whitty wide. He'll send forward. Hits Stifter, though. Puck bounces behind the net, and Grayson Whitty's going to be the first one of the puck. I think he's been the first one of the puck a lot here in the third. Here comes Waconia counterattacking. Behind, wrist shot, and a glove save by Kenow. Might have been going high. Take no chances. Dillon with the stop and the save with 3:16 to play in regulation. There's that last save by Dillon with the right hand. Huber on the defensive draw. Ties up his man. Waconia, though, comes away with the puck. Back to the point. Through. Left pad save by Kenow. Cade Borwich. Borwich in his own end. Knocks his man down. High slot, though. Herbo, left pad save. Rebound. There, they got one. Third opportunity. A save, and then a really good save. And the third one is in. $14 and 38 on the assist. Left pad save. Good second one. And the goal, 22, that's McCoy Archambault, the go-ahead goal with 2:53 left. Archambault, the tally, and Waconia leads 2-1. Carson Herman will get an assist. He has a 2-assist night. Second assist, I think, is Connor Reek. And now New Prague needs to tie. They have 2 minutes and 45 seconds to get one.
Waconia's goal scorer.
Comes to center. Here's Tyler Applin. Applin for Anderson. Tyler pushing forward here. Waconia leads 2-1, 2:29 to go. We'll see you when Dylan Keenan will come out for the extra attacker. Here's Borwidge in his own end. Here's Tyler Applin. 2:20. Applin reverses to Borwidge. Borwidge long up to Walker. Anderson has the puck knocked off his stick. Waconia will counter. 2:09 to play in regulation. Keenan steers into the corner. Pregame with some speed. Through the neutral zone. Cade tries to get it in, but doesn't get deep. So no forecheck here for New Prague. August Beckius. 1:50 to go in regulation. New Prague trailing by a goal. Joey has a little trouble with it. And now Whitty coming back has the puck. Grayson Whitty wide. And we'll get the puck deep. Joey Bush is going to be forechecking. Dylan Keenan comes out. New Prague 6-on-5. Sixth attacker for New Prague. 90 seconds to play. Looking for the equalizer. Trying to keep the puck in. They do momentarily. Good work by Joey Bush. Dorzinski comes back. Again, 6-on-5. The up by Beckius eludes Whitty. 1:15 to play. Good hit by Rue. Dorzinski will support him. Man, they sure are working hard. They might come up short, hopefully not, but the effort and energy is back. Much more enjoyable. Come on, win the puck, boys. 1 minute to play. New Prague down a goal. Rue knocked down. Walker pushes his man down. Anderson centering a pass, looking for Beckius. Beckius tied up. 45 to play in regulation. A lot of wall work. Again, 6-on-5. Here's Grayson Rue. Centering pass through the slot, looking for Bush, and will come back to center. New Prague will have to touch up. Anderson behind the back for Dorzinski. Dorzinski. Pass fails to click for Beckius. 25 to go. Sent the length. That is going to be icing, and we get a whistle and a much-needed stoppage and breath. I'm sure New Prague will use their timeout. I would guess some of those guys, a really, really long shift. They are going to take their timeout now. So New Prague's going to be 6-on-5, 21.9 to go in regulation. If we come up short, this one's not lack of effort. They are trying. Missed a couple of passes there, just past the outstretched stick. But the work ethic has returned. We'll see who hits the ice here for New Prague. Who's going to get the tire, the equalizer on senior night? We've seen some dramatic comebacks for New Prague. We've seen some last-minute goals with goaltenders being pulled over the last 3 years. .9. Trojans trail 2-1. Who's on the ice? We'll guess Beckius and Borwidge, Ashley and Anderson. We'll guess those four. Certainly. Jackson Whiteis, the net front presence. That's going to be 5. See who that 6th guy is. And again, these are all guesses. We'll guess 10 and 27. Is the other one, Grayson Whitty, Beckius, Whiteis, and Borwidge. Those are the 6 for the Trojans, 21.9. Carson Ashley on the draw. Draws down, unclaimed momentarily. Board work coming away with it. Whiteis, Borwidge slap shot. Oh, Wozniak with the save as Cade Borwidge with the opportunity from the high slot. Thwarted by Wozniak. 13.6. Draws down, pushing forward. Beckius centering pass, and that hit the back of his skate. 8 seconds to go. Borwidge through the slot. Whitty turns, fires, shot. It's behind Wozniak. It's behind the net. And that's going to do it. And we get a whistle, and that's going to do a delayed penalty at the end. Waconia is going to come away with a 2-1 victory as New Prague's falls short. Waconia gets one late. Really, really good high school hockey game here in New Prague. So Waconia gets the win, 2-1 victory. There's a team's handshake. Here we good hockey. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you lose, and you're like, we deserve that. It doesn't feel that way here. I liked a lot of what I saw. Sometimes the result doesn't match the work, but I thought a good hockey game between these two teams, two good teams, and they're gonna play again here a week from Friday to end 4 road games in a row for New Prague. But Waconia does win 2-1. We are going to have our Brandwear 3 stars of the game here momentarily, and we'll get that for you in a second. The recap on the scoring. First period goal for Waconia was Nicholas Gleason. Gleason scored in the first. New Prague gets their lone goal, power play goal by Carson Ashley. Gets his 7th of the game, 7th of the season, assisted by August Beckius and Walker Anderson. And then no scoring after that. Both teams 1 for 3 on the power play. No scoring after that until late in the game. Waconia gets one with 3 minutes left. On the third opportunity, Dylan Keno made the first save, made the second save, but the last one banged home. Goal by number 22, McCoy Archambault. So a good hockey game here, and I think it'll be a fun one. The road one will be a fun one to watch as well. So we are going to have your your Brandwear 3 stars of the game. Are you looking for custom branded apparel for your business or sports organization? Our stars trust Brandwear. You should too. So our Brandwear 3rd star of the game with the goal, Carson Ashley. I thought Carson did a really good job responding. I didn't think he played great against Hutchinson. I don't mind saying it. But I thought he had great energy early. Has the power play goal, a one-time slap shot off the pass from Walker Anderson. So Carson Ashley, a good response game for him, and I thought a very deserved 3rd star. 2nd star of the game, our goaltender, sophomore Dylan Keno. Dylan, just his 2nd start, 2nd varsity action, up to the task again, made numerous good saves, especially in that 2nd period, and no fault at all on either one of those 2 goals against. I thought the sophomore netminder was excellent. He stopped 25 of 27 shots. So Dylan Keno, our 2nd star. And our 1st star of the game for New Prague, number 36, Grayson Rue, senior, on senior night. Grayson, I know it's not the result that you wanted, but I think a good hockey game, a spirited hockey game, and it looked like you guys had your legs back. Yeah.
Yeah, we were going really hard, and we've been struggling recently, so this one, although we lost, felt good to have our momentum again, and
yeah, I definitely agree with you. It was a much more enjoyable game to watch up here because the passion and the desire and the energy was there from the opening faceoff. So again, not the result that you wanted, but a special night here, Grayson. It is senior night. You got to skate with 3 guys, kind of honoring, 8 of you seniors, 4 of you guys that are skating out there. Just talk about senior night, what it means to you.
Well, it's kind of different this year because we only have 4 seniors. Yeah. Last year we had like 12 or how many, but that was pretty special, and to have all the parents and everything line up there, and yeah. You
guys mixed up your lines today a little bit. You started the game skating with Keenan and Jackson. Maybe that did stay continuous. Talk about what that was like, skating with different people. You guys have done that a lot this year, but, skating with Keenan, I thought you guys had some good cohesiveness and chemistry together.
Yeah, me, Keenan, and Jackson, we started on a line together at the start of the season, and I thought we were going pretty hot, and we're the forecheck from HE double hockey stick. So,
yeah. Oh, and you had a couple opportunities here in this third period. You got kind of nudged off the puck. It looked like you forced a turnover, but you had the puck on your stick a couple of times in the third period. I know you kind of slammed the stick a little bit, leaving the ice a little frustrated there. But you did have some opportunities today. But sometimes the puck doesn't go in, right?
Yeah. It started off strong with breaking my stick in the first shift. So.
You do get a lot of penalty killing time. That's one of the things that I've liked about your game. You're a rugged player. Talk about the PK was excellent today. All 3 times Waconia didn't have a sniff. I think the penalty kill's been good for you guys all season long.
Yeah, we try to go as fast as we can and try to keep them to the outside, where I think a lot of other teams, they kind of just sit back. And I think it takes them off guard, and it works pretty well.
Last question, Grace. Talk about, what does hockey mean to you? Like, again, you put all this time in, the youth all the way up, and on the varsity last year, and obviously you're a senior here, and the time's running out. Just kind of give our viewers at home, what does hockey mean to not just you but your seniors, and what kind of life lessons do you learn from it, and you can take with you for your life?
Well, all these guys we've played with our whole life, and they're gonna be best friends forever. So it means a lot to be able to play hockey since kindergarten, so it's 13 years.
Yeah.
And it's been my whole life, so it's going to be hard without it.
Well, you are our Brandware first star of the game. I know the result, not what you wanted, but just wanted to congratulate you on what you're doing this season and senior night, and we'll see you again down the road.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. That is our Brandware first star of the game, Grayson Rue. Again, a good hockey game here tonight from First Bank and Trust Arena, but the final result does not go New Prague's way. Waconia gets a late one. They win 2-1. Our next broadcast is going to be 5 days from now. St. Louis Park comes to town as New Prague will be looking to break a 2-game losing streak against the Orioles. So that's going to do it here from New Prague. Thanks for watching at home. Very, very good hockey game. Very good energy by both clubs. Waconia survives. They win 2-1. And we'll see you on Tuesday night. Good night.